Uh, in the rich tapestry of Vedic thought, the mind is depicted as a restless monkey jumping from one tree to another tree, leaping from branch to branch, fleeting thoughts. So, hindering our journey towards spiritual fulfillment and inner tranquility, which is basically the purpose of life. This metaphor resonating through the uh, um, annals of time, this actually encapsulates the essence of our struggle against the rumination or overthinking, that relentless cycle of negative and unproductive thoughts which comes in our mind. And according to Vedic scriptures or the Vedic sources, the cause of overthinking are basically the attachment, karma, and lack of self-realization. Basically, these 3 points are included the root cause of overthinking. Attachment is like excessive attachment to desires and outcomes can lead to overthinking. When those desires are unfulfilled, like we keep contemplating on something, if we are attached to something, if we have that strong bond with something, then we keep thinking about the outcomes. So excessive amount of attachment or bond towards anything, any material possession, to desire and outcomes can lead actually the this rumination or overthinking when those desires are basically unfulfilled. And next is the karma, the prarabdha. We say the belief in karma indicates that our past action actually influence our present thoughts. Negative karma may lead to negative thought or overthinking on past mistakes which we have done. And similarly, next is lack of self-realization, not understanding the one's true self, the true nature, the atma, can lead to constant sorts of validation and self-worth in external factors, contributing for overthinking. Because if we don't understand the self-identity or the true identity of a person, of a self, then it will lead to the constant source of validation and self-worth in external factors, which we won't gain it or get it in the external factors, which will cause that overthinking. So together with this cause, there are more psychological cause because of extensive desire to sense enjoyment and unfulfilled desires. We include like stress and trauma. Individuals who have experienced significant uh, stressors or trauma may uh, ruminate as a way to process and make sense of their experience. Next is like perfectionism, the perfectionist, the pursuit of perfection and setting unrealistic goal. The goal is already unrealistic, and it's like we cannot fulfill that goal, and setting such unrealistic goals can lead to overthinking when one falls short of their own expectations, or emotional deregulation. Difficulty in managing and regulating emotions can lead to this repetitive sort of negative thinking. So basically, these are the basic points as Vedic literatures, especially Srimad Bhagavad Gita, explains about overthinking. So while addressing this rumination from both Vedic and psychological perspective involves various practices that can help individuals break free from negative thought of cycle, and achieve inner peace and well-being. So we can explain each of these practices and understand and utilized in both practice, starting from the Vedic perspective. It says that distract your mind with positive activities. Vedic perspective here, it says engaging in meditation, where we fully meditate in the sweet and absolute and that beauty of Sri Krishna, or prayers or selfless service towards the supreme authority and his devotees, redirects the mind's focus from mundane concern to spiritual pursuit, which is already a best way to stop the overthinking. This can lead to the sense of inner fulfillment and bring individuals closer to the spiritual path. Within the Vedic scripture, we uncover profound insights into the cause of mental turbulence actually. Attachment, the invisible threads that bind us to desires when it's unfulfilled, pull us deeper into the labyrinth of overthinking or the karma, the echo of our past actions, this reverberating through our present consciousness often serves as a haunting specter or fueling the flames of rumination. And in the absence of self-realization, the true understanding of our divine nature, we wander aimlessly seeking validation in the external world or in the world of suffering, perpetuating the cycle of suffering, the birth, the old age, the disease, and the death. Yet the aims of this 11th, both Vedic wisdom and the modern psychology extend a guiding hand, offering myriad this practices to still turbulent waters of the mind. So first, as we discussed, that distract your mind with positive activities, engage in meditation, prayers, and selfless service, redirecting the current of our thoughts towards spiritual pursuit. And the karma yoga be if we make the karma yoga to be our compass guiding our actions towards selflessness and divine service, diminishing the gristle of personal conscience and embarrassing the power of japa or the chanting of the holy name of Sri Krishna, chanting the Srinam, Sri Harinam, the sacred repetition of divine names to usher in serene calmness amidst and the chaos of the mind. So self-realization guided by the principle of dharma, by the principle guided by the principle of Vedic literatures, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapurana, etc., becomes our compass, aligning our intention with spiritual goals. While satsang means the doing association with sadhu people, the friendly people, the company of spiritual seekers offer souls with wisdom and illuminating the path ahead. And as we delve deeper in the realms of meditation and pranayam, we find sanctuary in the stillness of our breath, detaching ourselves from the ceaseless chatter of mind or the overthinking. Yet perhaps the most profound relevant lies in surrendering to the supreme, recognizing the some burdens are not ours to bear, and embarrassing embracing the divine plan with unwavering faith. This could be the best, because we worry, we overthink because we don't think we are secure and we don't have that authority. So if we surrender to the supreme authority, then recognizing that it gives us recognizing that some burdens are not ours to bear, and we embrace the divine plan with unwavering faith. That's the best way of coming out from overthinking as well as fear. So detachment, self-realization, and devotion becomes our allies in this journey, in the surrender of supreme, guiding us towards the state of this bliss, where the fluctuations of mind cease to disturb our inner peace. So in basically what we can say is actually the best way to not to be bother with overthinking is to understand the absolute. So once we understand the absolute and surrender to that supreme, the detachment, self-realization, and devotions, they all become our on our side, on our allies in the journey, which guides to us towards the state of absolute bliss, absolute knowledge, and absolute eternity actually. So we should embrace this timeless teaching of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, weaving the thread of Vedic wisdom and psychological insight in our fabric of our lives. For the union of these two perspectives, we find not only peace for the restless mind, but also a pathway to profound spiritual and mental harmony together. So this is basically the best way to overcome the overthinking.